Whether it's your dream vacation around the world or just a day trip to the beach, we all love a little getaway. But if you're a big puzzle addict like me, then you know the one big downside to venturing away from home, you gotta leave all your puzzles behind. Or do you? Hey y'all, I'm Dan, and you can find my Jigsaw puzzle content on YouTube and Instagram at Puzzlefile. I've been having a great summer. I've been going on trips, I've been doing fun activities, and the best part is I've been able to bring my Jigsaw puzzles along for the ride. So today I'm going to share with you some of my best tips for puzzling on the go and hopefully get you to start thinking about how you can take your puzzles with you wherever it is you're going. My biggest piece of advice for you, if there's only one thing that you take away from this video, let it be this. I want you to start from a place of yes, I can. Can I take a puzzle on a road trip? Yes, you can. Long wait at the DMV? Absolutely, why not? A funeral? I mean, I wouldn't, but you do you. Anytime can be puzzle time. You might just need to get a little creative and always plan ahead. So before you start choosing the puzzles you want to take on your excursion, start by thinking it all through. Where will you be puzzling? How much time are you going to have? How much space are you going to have? What is the lighting going to be like? And crucially, will there be a table? Okay, so it's time to start choosing your puzzles, and you've thought it all through, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, the cabin that we're staying at has that nice big kitchen table. I'm gonna be there all weekend. I think I'm gonna bring that 1,000-piece puzzle that I've been wanting to do for a while. I can spend the whole weekend on it. Well, that might work out, but I'm going to encourage you to consider, instead of bringing the one big puzzle, maybe bring a stack of smaller puzzles. And here's why. It's going to give you a lot more flexibility. Being on a trip can be unpredictable. You might not end up doing as much puzzling as you expected to, and it's no fun at the end of a trip to have to pack up your half-finished puzzle. You'd rather get to the end of the trip and say, oh, I only did 2 of the 4 puzzles I packed, rather than I only did half of the one puzzle I brought. So instead of planning to do one puzzle over the whole weekend, maybe bring one smaller puzzle per day that you're going to be there. That way you know that that puzzle can get packed up by the end of the day. And when dinner time rolls around, you and your fellow travelers aren't going to all be crowded at this side of the table because you've got your 2,000-piece puzzle all sorted out on this side. Now, as you're starting to pick out your puzzles, you know you're going to have to stay mindful of how you're going to be transporting them. So let's take a few minutes to talk about packing. Now, depending on your travel plans, you may be able to bring a separate bag that's just for puzzles, but what if you're flying or you're backpacking? There's so many different scenarios where it's best to think small. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get these puzzles out of these big boxes. Go ahead and take the puzzles out of their boxes. A lot of times they're already packed in a bag that you can just throw into your suitcase. If they're not in a bag, you can put them in your own Ziploc bags. That'll do just fine. And let me show you a little trick for how to easily get those puzzle pieces into a plastic bag. I'm going to pour my puzzle out onto a big sheet of paper. Roll that paper up to make a little funnel and pour it right into the bag. So easy, no mess. Now, if you subscribe to Completing the Puzzle, your puzzles already come bagged with a little poster in there, so it's perfect for this. Before you head out, be sure to take a picture on your phone of all your puzzle boxes so that you've got the puzzle image to work from, or just go without it. You're on vacation, it's an adventure. Another thing you can do is pack the posters to go with you. Some people take a photocopy of it so they don't damage the original. You can put them in a plastic sheet or put them in a folder to keep it safe. Another thing you might want to do is look into some of these mini puzzles, like these ones from New York Puzzle Company. These can go right in your suitcase. Or these ones from Micro Puzzles. This is a 150-piece puzzle in a little plastic tube, perfect for on the go. These can go in a purse, they can go in a backpack, they can go in your pocket. One more idea is you can skip all of this and just wait till you get where you're going and buy some new puzzles there. Make it part of the trip. At the end of the trip, leave them behind at your Airbnb for the next guests, or find somewhere to donate them to before you head home. Let's take a second to talk about lighting, because I know a lot of you have elaborate lighting setups at home for your puzzles, but we may not have that luxury when we're on the go. So you might want to bring along your own lighting, maybe even invest in one of those headlamps. because you don't want to be stuck in a situation where you're trying to use your phone as a flashlight while you're puzzling. If you're unsure about the lighting situation where you're going, now is not the time to bring out the dark colors and subtle textures. You want to be looking for puzzles that have bright, vivid colors and high contrast, like this excellent 500-piece Cloudberries. By the way, with the exception of the mini puzzles, all of the regular size puzzles I'm showing you today are available with your subscription to Completing the Puzzle. Now, the last thing that we need to talk about is your puzzling surface. Again, you're going to want to think ahead, think about what's going to already be there when you get to your destination. If you're staying in a hotel, there's probably going to be a table or a desk that you can work on, and definitely make use of that pull-down tray on your airplane seat. But let's say that you're going on a picnic or you're going to the beach. You're going to need something that you can bring along with you. There are a lot of products on the market, puzzle caddies and puzzle boards, things that zip up and hold your puzzle inside. They come in all different sizes, but you really don't need to spend money for this. I've seen how creative you all can get with your different sorting trays, so I know that you can come up with some good puzzle boards for travel. One of my favorite things to use is just a piece of foam board. It's lightweight, you can cut it to whatever size you want. Also good is a piece of cardboard. Think about what else you have in your house. Maybe a cutting board will do it. If you're puzzling in the car, you're going to want something that has a rim around it, like this baking sheet, so when you hit those bumps in the road, you don't lose your pieces. You might be able to get away with bringing a whole folding table with you, or if space is really at a premium, maybe just roll up a piece of paper, use that as a clean surface for puzzling on. So I hope I gave you some ideas today and got you started thinking about how you can keep the puzzle party going wherever you're going. Let us know in the comments your best tips and tricks for puzzling on the go. But right now, I'm gonna go do a little puzzle hike.